reseller, chances are you're looking for anything that can help simplify your life and make things easier for you. And in this video, we're gonna be exploring Vendoo's latest feature, and that is the ability to be able to bulk edit listings. Hang tight because I'm gonna be sharing 3 ways that this can simplify your reselling business for you, help you to be able to make more money and do it in less time. Now I'm going to be showing you how to use this newest feature hands-on over my shoulder. But before we get started, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Lee Meyer. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4, and I've made well over $100,000 as a part-time reseller, flipping used clothes and other items on sites like eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. And now I'm on a mission to help at least 1,000 resellers be able to hit that $100,000 mark for themselves. I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of this video, Vendoo, for making it possible for me to be here with you. If you have not yet heard about Vendoo, it is a reseller's best friend because it helps you easily be able to sell across multiple platforms at once. It's my cross-listing tool of choice, the one that I personally use and recommend. Now down here in the description below this video, there's actually a link to be able to get 25% off of your first month. There are also annual plans available where you can save even more. Now let's quickly talk about today's subject before we head on over to my computer and dive on in. As a reseller, being able to manage your listings is one of those things that you need for success, to be able to manage multiple listings and not just a few, because as you're growing your income, you're likely going to also grow your inventory along with that. And the last thing that you want to be wasting your time on is having to manually go in and edit listings one at a time. Now, some platforms like eBay are really set up for bulk sellers, and they have tools built in where you can actually bulk edit your listings, but there's plenty of other platforms out there that do not have that bulk edit feature. And so let's say that you wanted to be able to change your price. Maybe you wanted to be able to lower your prices 10%, or you wanted to be able to raise your prices across the board on all of your items. Some platforms you would have to go in and manually edit each listing. It would be very, very time consuming. And that's what makes this newest feature inside of Vendoo that we're going to be taking a look at so exciting to me, is because it gives this full control back to resellers like us, puts time back in your day, and allows you to be able to focus on what truly matters. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's first quickly take a look at how you get to the bulk edit feature. And this can be accessed from this blue pull down. And this is where you'll find things like being able to bulk delete, bulk list, bulk delist, bulk edit Vendoo labels. But what you'll want to come down here to is to bulk edit. Right now, as I'm filming this video, it's currently in beta, but it is available to all Vendoo users. Now, if you click on that, that is going to open up the ability to be able to select your listings. From here, you're able to use things like the filters to be able to sort down to certain listings that you want to be able to edit. There is a maximum on this to be able to edit 240 at once. So if you've got a larger number of inventory, say 1,000, it's probably going to take 4 or 5 times of doing it to be able to edit everything if you wanted to be able to edit every single listing that you have. Now, the way to be able to select that 240, you're actually, for me, I have this set up for only a few listings on the first page, 30 listings, but you're going to come down here to the bottom, and that's where you're going to be able to change to 240 listings. That's going to be able to maximize the number of listings to be able to edit at once if your goal is to be able to edit all of your listings. I'm going to explain a little bit more as we walk through this together. And so what we're going to do is all in the current page, because I've had it set up, because I just told it to show 240 listings, then that is going to be 240 listings there on the current page. And you're going to be able to click to bulk edit. This is going to bring up this pop-up screen where you're going to be able to select which marketplaces you wanted to be able to edit. You do have full control. So let's say that you wanted to be able to edit only eBay and only Facebook Marketplace, you would be able to select those. You also have the ability to change if you want to update the Vendoo form. Now the Vendoo form, that's the form that it's kind of the top form, and then everything drops down from there. If you don't want that Vendoo form edited, then leave that at no. If you do want that, then yes. And my recommendation would be, if you're going to edit all of the marketplaces that you're selling on, to keep that Vendoo form to the yes, and that's what it's set up to. You do have the ability to change it to no, but I would keep that at the default of yes. And so let's say that we wanted to be able to just update our listings on, say, Facebook and eBay. We're going to leave the Vendoo form alone because there's other platforms maybe where we're selling across. And then from there, you're going to click to confirm. This is going to bring you into the bulk edit tool. Now you can see that this has populated with the 240 items that we selected, and you're going to have all of them listed out here with the title, description, the picture, and the listing price. Now let's say that maybe we were offering free shipping, but the cost of shipping was going to be going up as it does every year, and so you're going to need to adjust your prices accordingly. So the way that you do that with this bulk listing feature is you can click on that price, and it's going to bring up edit price, and then you can select what you would like to do. So you can drop price, you can increase the price, you can change the price. So in the example that we're using, let's say that we need to increase our prices by 5% to be able to cover the increase of shipping. And so we could select increase price from that drop down and then put in that percentage that we would like to increase. And we can even choose the rounding rule if we want to be able to round up, round down, not round at all. And then you're going to want to make sure that you click this checkbox where it says apply to all items. In our case, 240 items. Once you've got this set up how you like, then you're going to go ahead and click apply, and that is going to apply that change to all of the items. Now, this next application is really helpful, especially on platforms where there's not an ability to put items on sale, or maybe if you don't have the ability to do that on certain platforms. And so with this, the way that you would actually do this is use the advanced filters. So you're going to click where it says advanced filters, and then you're going to be able to come down where it says date created, and that's going to be able to allow you to select certain dates that you would like to be able to choose items for. So let's say for our example that we want to be able to lower prices, essentially putting them on sale or a discount. We want to be able to lower those prices if we've had the item longer than a certain time period. So let's say that they've been listed for at least 2 months. We could come into the calendar, select the date range that we would like to be able to edit those prices for, and click out of that. That is going to have all of your listings that meet that criteria for the dates that you put in. And so from there, then you're going to head back to that bulk edit. And again, you're going to select, if you select that, that's going to select all of the items on that first page. And then you can come into that bulk edit tool again and go through this process of editing those prices. So let's say that we wanted to just edit it on Mercari because we wanted to be able to lower prices there. We don't have the ability to run sales like you might with eBay, depending on if you have a store subscription or not. So let's pick Mercari. We're not going to update the Vendoo form and then click to confirm. You're going to run through the same process of clicking to edit your listing prices, and maybe you want to be able to put those items, maybe you need to drop them 25% to be able to get them to move. You're going to put drop the price 25%, and you can, if you want to change it to a certain dollar amount, you can. If you're editing multiple listings at once, I would definitely recommend leaving that on percentage unless all of your items for some reason are the same price. So 25%. Again, you can choose how you would like that to round, and then also remember to click that checkbox where it says apply to all items. You're going to click apply, and that is going to run through the process of updating those prices for you, lowering them by 25%, essentially putting them on sale. One really cool thing that you can do to let buyers know that you've put the item on sale is to actually edit the description. Now, chances are the description for each of your items is going to be different. So rather than writing over the top of your description and losing all of that, you can actually use this Vendoo tool to be able to choose to add text. If you want to insert it at the beginning, if you want to insert additional text at the end, if you just want to find and replace. But for our case, if we want to let sellers know that we're putting the item on sale, I would recommend putting insert at beginning and then add your text. So it's going to keep that original description in each listing, and then it's going to add text at the beginning. So you could put something like item is currently on sale, ends soon. And you could put in a date there if you'd like. You can, write that however you would like. Apply to all items. Again, you're going to want to make sure you check that box, click apply, and that is going to bulk edit your description, which is a really cool feature. This next application is really helpful when it comes to inventory management and where you've got your items stored. If you need to be able to change that or reorganize whatever that is, you can actually bulk edit your SKU numbers. And so for me, a lot of times what happens, especially if I'm selling for a consignment client, I'll have the SKU maybe with the client's name. So let me find an example here for you. It says 007-Kim. So that is the client. And then, so if I can come in here and select the listings that are hers. Let's pretend that her consignment period ended and I wanted to be able to change those SKU numbers, maybe put them into my own storage area. I usually try and keep them separate. Just a bonus tip there if you're interested in consignment. That's a tip from having done quite a lot. So I've pulled these up. This is also going to pull up some other items. We just want to make sure. So example, kimono there is going to pull that up because the word Kim is in there, but that actually works out because that is one of those items. So we can see that there's actually multiple different SKUs that I have these items under. So shoes dash Kim. We've got some more 007. I got a one in 015 Kim, but let's pretend that we needed to be able to transfer them into my own inventory. And so what we're going to do is put in the search result, and in this search, you can search for SKUs. And so this has already pulled up all of those items when I type the name there. And then that's going to pull up those items. So we can go ahead and head back into that bulk edit. We're going to select all of those, head into that bulk edit tool. And for this sort of application, you're going to want to select all, keep that on the update Vendoo form. And this is going to select to be able to edit the SKU number on all of the platforms where you have your items listed. Now, I want to make a note of this here because a lot of these platforms I'm not selling on. Some of them I am, some of them I'm not. But you can go ahead and click that select all anyway, and it's just going to update on the platforms that you have listed. So click to head back into this tool, and then from here you can click on the SKU number, and you can you do have ability to be able to change this in multiple ways. So you could insert something at the beginning, you can insert something at the end, you can find and replace, you can completely remove, and then again click up to apply to all item, and then click apply, and that is going to change the SKU number for every one of those listings. All right, so a few bonus features that I wanted to share with this bulk edit tool is that everything in here you have the ability to be able to bulk edit. For example, size, you could come in and change that size. You can click on the condition. You have the ability to be able to change that by platform. The other thing that you have the ability to edit from here is your titles. But what this actually allows you to be able to do is to click here and then to be able to edit that title across the multiple platforms that you have that item listed, and to be able to do that basically in just a couple clicks of a button. So let's say that you're having trouble making sales and you want to be able to add keywords to your listings so that buyers are able to maybe find them by the aesthetic or the style of the item. Maybe you've been a brand new reseller and you weren't aware of keywords, and now you want to be able to come in and add those. So we can go ahead and click to insert at end. And then that's where for this jacket, I might add something like old money. I might add something like office siren, maybe Barbie core. and you can type those and then go ahead and click apply, and then you can click into the next listing. And what this is going to do is, again, it's going to get that title broadcast out to multiple platforms. It's going to update on those multiple platforms so that you don't have to go into each platform separately. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope that you found it helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up, as well as consider subscribing to the channel. If you're new to Vendoo and looking to get set up, maybe even import some of your current listings, I have an entire playlist of videos that will walk you through step by step everything from importing your current listings to getting them broadcast out across multiple platforms. I will link to that playlist up here. Again, down here in the description below this video, that's where you'll find that link to be able to get 25% off of your first month of Vendoo. There's also the option to be able to start with a free trial where you get 5 free listings. You can get everything set up, connected, make sure that it works for you. And don't forget to check out the annual plans as well as soon as you're ready to upgrade. The annual plans are a great way to save money on a tool that helps you make more money, make more sales, and save time. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video soon.